Hi there, welcome back to Descent of King Hesper. So we're in the Veiled Fortress, but this is not Chapter 3. We've just finished Chapter 6, or else we're in the middle of Chapter 6. Big Throw, is that you? Hi, Miss Rin. Glad you remember me. Right, that was it. Look, I don't have much time. What's going on? Ophiuchus just came through in a tearing hurry, so he did come through here. Did he say anything? Nothing at all, he just ran through. That makes sense. You and your people are loyal to Prince Anguim, aren't you? Of course we are. What are you implying? Look, I don't have time to explain. I need to talk to your chiefs or village elders. Or whoever it is that makes the decisions around here. We'll gather the speakers right now. Meet us in the main square just south of here. Alright. Did you hear about Doreen's new recipe for bone onion soup? Big news, big news. What is it now? Can't you see that we're busy? The speakers are meeting in the village square. Come on, you've got to see this. Man, it's like they're trying to distract me from going to do that secret level on Chapter 2. I haven't felt such a thrill since the day I found a roach egg in the something. Come along and see, they've already started speaking. News really travels fast around here. Roach egg in the pantry. Hurry up, the meeting's already started. Wow, there's a lot of people. Hey. Go to the meeting. Okay, there's not that many people. Alright, let's go see the plot. Ah, Mr. Budkin, we were told you have information to impart. Right, I haven't prepared a speech or anything, but you know how Prince Anguim has been invited to diplomatic negotiations? Indeed, that is the reason for his absence at the present time. Well, Ophiuchus is a traitor and he's going to try and kill the prince. Shock, gasp. Mr. Budkin, I think such an allegation as this should be made through. I'm sorry, but there isn't time for any of that. He told me he's constructed a giant machine below the castle. He's going to cause the earth to collapse under the castle, killing Anguim and the East King at once. Do you have any evidence supporting this accusation, Mr. Budkin? No, I don't. Or anyone else who witnessed Mr. Ophiuchus making these remarks? Satoko was with me. We know who Lady Satoko is. Has she come with you? No, she's not here right now. Then I really don't think there is anything. You have to act right now, or Prince Anguim will be dead. And the East Kingdom will blame your people. Next thing you know, there'll be an army at your doorstep. I hate to admit it, but the outsider does have a point. What do you think, third speaker? What course of action does Mr. Budkin propose we take? A good question. Well, Mr. Budkin, we've got to get to the machine and try to sabotage it before Ophiuchus gets it running. That does seem like a sensible precaution, so if any of you know which way he might have gone, if I might have a word, first speaker. Proceed, Miss Aurelia. I saw Ophiuchus passing through a few minutes ago. He was heading towards Anguim's chambers, just to the north. But I've just come from there, and I certainly didn't see him. There must be a secret passage leading to the machine. Thank you. I'll be on my way then. Bethro, wait. What's up? I've rounded up as many of our people as I can. We'll take charge from here. We'll stop Ophiuchus. Then you believe me? Yeah, we've been starved of excitement for a long time, and it's not like we're going to fight him. We'll take a look at this machine. If you're telling the truth about that, then it needs to be stopped, so we'll make sure it gets shut down. We can clear up the matter of who's behind it afterwards. Thank you. Alright, thank you, Rin. Sounds like you have everything under control. Good luck. Are you coming with us, Bethro? You're not under any obligation, but we could use your help. I don't know, I only ever wanted to get off this crazy island. Understandable. Well, we have to take the passage to the surface in any case. Once we get there, you can choose whether to join us or take your leave. Either way, we're grateful for all you have done for us. Right. Right. So, let's stab you. We do have a soldier. That's nice. Can't get past you. Can't go through the barracks. Alright, so we don't get to make the decision. So I think the decision is whether to help or whether to end the game. Wait, I really don't need to come this way right now. Yes, I do. Hey. I want to go to chapter 2. Okay. You can't stop me. I wonder if Rin's actually here or if she's gone. This is not that convenient. It'd be nice if there's a green door here, like one of these was a green door. Hello, you're here. Hello, B-throw. The latest rumours. I heard the old castle used to have some quite spectacular gardens. Oh, so that's probably the decoy level that I'm trying to get to. I'm astonished that Ophiuchus would betray Prince Anglin like that. He always seems so loyal. I wonder how long he's been planning this. And some bad people. Alright, let's skip ahead. Now that is a good point. I think that's just the same as we saw last time. Yeah, okay. Anyway, she's still here, but I'm going to do that chapter 2 secret. Still haven't got the third key for that. Wait, where's the stairs? They were this way. Alright, so chapter 2. No, that's chapter 1. So I wonder what happens if I come out of these stairs before I've gone up to the surface. So I guess it would have stopped me from going to the plot. Decoys were this way, and it was nearer to the top than the bottom, so let's get it in through the exit. Palace of Illusion. Don't activate the tokeny thing. Alright, let's go. Recreation grounds. If you were to ask a decoy why they took up a career that involved risking their life for the sake of a fat man in a large chair, they would immediately reply, for the honour. Kings themselves know better. In order to entice young men into the profession, it is necessary to offer them certain amenities. Since a typical palace has 7 or 8 gardens, ranging in size from a football stadium to a small village, they can grudgingly spare a little one for the use of their most loyal servants. This garden will not be treated with quite the same level of care as the others. The beds will, of course, remain neat and rectangular. and the hedges will stay in perfectly straight rows. Anything less would be a smirch on the king's own honour. But no one will mind if a few roaches get in and are left untended, least of all the decoys. Decoys have always gotten along well with roaches, since they occupy a similar position on the social hierarchy. So that's talking about, like, the intro to the decoy level talked about decoys as sort of servants to the king. Anyway, I think that's still different to potions in a bottle. Alright, so you're stuck on there. So what are we learning here? Are we learning anything, or are we just doing some puzzles, I guess? Let me just do that. And now I want... What do I want to have happen over here? I need to get into... I've got to place it first. Does that work? No. Definitely not. I can't get close either. So... chase you down. Oh, maybe I'm over the top. Okay, one. About over this side then. Up here. Yeah, okay, that's better. And then you can jiggle around there. Okay. And we could leave immediately to get a good score, but it's not particularly fast. Unless I'm like one turn off. It's not going to be worth it. Also, this room is not scored. Also, this room is scored. This room is scored, and I'm like, yeah, way off. Okay. Alright, so we've got some visibility potions. We need to... Okay, this is just making the roach dance about. This is fairly simple. This is like similar to the it's a bit similar to the there was an evil eye puzzle in that time tokens level. So, oh wait, let's try and place a decoy. So I think here and just here. Oh, interesting. Did I just happen to get... Oh, no, there was a red door there before. And decoys going over. Okay. Placing the decoy in the other order may have made a difference, just in terms of when the doors opened. Like, I may not have had to wait so long. Okay, more decoys. I do need to be invisible. Okay, release the... In fact, I should be coming from the top, of course. Right. So, you need to place the decoy so that the goblin runs down to the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to start with something like this. Where's the goblin going to go to? I think it's... Like, ideally I want it to go to the south, but it's going to sit there, so... Probably... I need... North one... And... I wish this was closer. Okay, so... I think at this point, if I have another decoy here, and if I can remember which order you have to place them I fear that I needed to place this one across. Oh, no, wait. Here. Goblins are like the goblin pays attention to the closest one, or the last place one. Okay. Alright, so again, okay, so we do have a theme here. So, alright, so we're just chasing this around. These are fire traps. Wait, what? they not spawn? They spawn on ortho squares. Do they not spawn on turned off fire traps? All right. Anyway, this is actually there. This is pretty simple. Okay. Okay. Okay, Amplic has to hit some buttons. Alright, we're invisible here. Right. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so it should go around up to here. Then I want to go up 2 more. So when it gets to here, this one will be the closest. We'll go up to here. Okay. Now let's just. This is kind of trivial to optimize, I think. So. May as well just do it. There's even a conquer token, so the cleanup isn't going to be anything special. Not that it really would be anyway. Now we come through like this, and we leave out the same way. Yeah. Oh, I've done this room. So, smallish level. Okay. What is this? It's a trapdoor. It's a pressure plate. 2 pressure plates. Okay. And so there's going to be some 1, 2, 3. So we wanted to triangulate. So those arrows turn off except for those 2. I've got 4 decoys. And, oh, do I have limited time to get through? Okay, so it has to be exact. Alright. I can't see myself. Yeah, this is... Okay, how do we do this? So I want a pattern where it steps on each after 3. So like 1, 2, 3. That doesn't seem like it would work. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. I guess they can be close. No, like if I have one here, one here, so that's right. But the trouble is when I put one here. Yeah, when I put one here, it's going to... this one's closer. Okay, let's go just checkpoints. Yeah, okay. I don't think this works. Yeah. So diagonals are probably better because you don't have to have them in the exact row or column. They could be out on a close diagonal or a further away diagonal. So the trouble is, if I want it to go up this way, maybe it can zigzag, like 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, hang on, let's... So, at this point I want it to go... Actually, I do... Just go somewhere. The first one we need is this one. Okay, so that's actually a clue. Yeah, we step on here. It immediately steps down. Yeah, okay. So our first step is to getting it onto the pressure plate below it. So I want there, except I think I want there. Let's move you into one actually. Next will be on here. Let's do it in the other order. Okay, and then I'm not sure about this. Okay, so the problem is yeah, I want this one to be closer now, so can we just move these up one, or does that, oops, no. Unless Oh, this isn't centered either, so do you need to be further back? Maybe you need to be further back. In fact, yeah, I don't want the ones on the left and right the same distance because oh, I put this one in the wrong spot. All right. Okay, that was pretty cool. Oh wait, there's a scroll. Challenge, place all the decoys on the fire traps. Yeah, okay. Can I just move everyone in? Let's just take a look. So the problem with moving everyone in is that things don't line up properly. Okay, we'll just take a screenshot of this. Although I suspect I will need to do it in a different way. All right. So they all need to be on fire traps, so all right, and here, and here, let's turn our sword a bit. I might need to use the decoy preference for this. Maybe it is just the same. Okay, it is just the same, but we need to place them in the right order so that when it's in the middle, it listens to this one instead of that one. Okay, so we can have everyone facing south, I guess. We can't have everyone facing south. We can have everyone facing southwest. You just can't block the Queen's path. Oh wait, no, south did work because we needed to be opposite it. Alright, and then okay, that's 65. Okay, wait, what? Oh, right, yeah, that, the bit where you, go kill the Queen afterwards. Gotta remember that part. And the south sword probably would be better, seeing as I need to playing with fire. Man, are you telling me queens don't spawn on fire traps? That is... I mean, maybe I'm thinking of just spikes, but that seems crazy to me. Okay, what am I doing? I've got to start near the invisibility potion. And then we need to continually scare the goblin so it steps on these in order. That's... Nope. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop for a minute. Right. So we've got our thing. Now, how do we do this? Does this work? I don't know if this works. This doesn't feel right. What's going to happen is, I was thinking if it's here, it's not going to go up to there. It needs, okay, we need to have a horizontal roach, horizontal, yeah, it needs to be horizontal. Okay, we need to be orthogonal. And so, like that. That. Like that. Okay, avoid the flowers. Okay, we're gone. Yeah, so this is... Okay, that was pretty fast into there. We could have also had them going around the other way, which may have been slower. Oh no. Not sure if it would have been slower or not. Pretty much the same. So they weren't in any order, and I forgot to pick up the goblin again. Oh, also not checking on any, not stepping on any checkpoints. There needs to be a checkpoint sort of in here so that it just does. Okay. Also, there needs to not be a conquer token. Actually, the order in which you place the decoys is also going to be important. You want this one to be open first, so I guess you place this one last. So let's just do that. Seeing as we were doing this room a whole lot. Actually, let's step on that just in case. So that's pretty good. Now, I'm pretty smart in knowing when I'm going to get myself into problems, I guess. Yeah, this doesn't need a conquer token. You could just have the trapdoor there because you need to drop the trapdoors to get in. Yeah, I think a lot of these are going to have, most of these are going to have trivial high scores. Okay, this is interesting. So we need you to run out. That will get you up to near the top. Now the problem is, so I want two more here, but they need to not interfere until the end. So in fact, let's put them close up. And then these two can be far away. And hopefully that's good enough. In fact, we can even put them further down. We can just put you there and you here. So where did I have it? I had it... Why don't I have it on the same row? Because then there's no chance of it getting closer. Yeah. a diagonal sword. Not that it matters. Because of the conquer token. Okay. Another challenge. No. 5 for the disposal of municipal waste only. Do not attempt to burn roaches, decoys, or other bulky items. That seems to work. Oh, I don't need to be invisible. So... So obviously I need to get the roach onto the plate. So where do you attract? So the problem is, yeah, okay, so the fire traps are set up in a way that if we try to attract the roach on its path, it's going to step through. So what I need is let's see, maybe something like this. Does that attract? It does attract. I think that. Oops. I think that might work. Yeah, and then it gets attracted to the further one further down. Okay, so yeah, we did not need to burn any roaches or decoys. Important to obey municipal guidelines. Okay, another queen, another quartet of decoys. This seems like a simpler problem than the one up the top. Okay, I mean, sword position doesn't matter because we hit the conquer token before we can get to here. I guess the only problem is it's starting out in that corner. Okay. So maybe we need to do it further away. Like we could do it down here. So keep on doing. doesn't work because... Yeah, okay, it's going to get trapped in the middle and not see anything. Actually, no, I can go down and say hello, and that will probably scare it onto a path. I have to come under the bottom. So this is not going to be a good score, but... Alright. I wonder if that's required. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be. Yeah, 54. Alright, there wasn't anything to the south. No. Alright. So, room to the north. Oh, no, this was just, yeah. Okay, any secrets? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, some interesting little puzzles. Not that very interesting optimization-wise. You're gonna just place the decoys. You grab the invisible potion, place the decoys, run to the spot, and then you hit the conquer token. So there's not even any other bits at the end. Alright. Red room. Turn to recreation grounds, right. Return to... Wait, which one's the Fork of Infinity? East stairs. East is this way. Okay. Alright, have a look around here. This is the chapter 6 story. Okay, so I think we're still in chapter 6 then. What's this say? Yeah, secluded laboratory. So we've got to go to chapter 3. And chapter 3. Guess we start at 0. Yeah, I come out this way. Okay. Alright. Very good. Did you guys say anything? Nope. Alright, so we're going up the... Right behind you, Bethro. Alright, so I think maybe we'll get to play with some soldiers. Okay, now what? This is where you have to make your choice, Bethro. Oh, is this the surface? I didn't think it was the surface. Our way forward is over here, but if you take the passage on the west side, it will bring you to the surface. And you and Half can leave voiced at any time. Wait a moment, where is Half? Yeah, he's bound to show up. He always does. Okay, so there's crumbly walls there now. Alright, so I could finish the hold here, but there's like lots more rooms to do, so we're going this way. Interlude, Subversive Engineering. Meanwhile, the nobility love dungeons. Building your prisons underground means that once you throw some troublemaker or rabble-rouser into one, you don't have to deal with seeing them again. Besides, the cost of building a dungeon makes them potent status symbols. A dungeon deeper than 10 levels is a sign of a family with deep pockets. It is no surprise then that deep beneath the castles of Oist, pretty much every other inhabited place on the 8th, there are mazes of disused dungeons, interconnected in unpredictable ways, as new tunnels have to be dug to replace those that look in danger of collapse. Once a tunnel falls into disuse, kings are largely content to forget about it. There has sprung up a community of dungeon spotters who make a hobby of mapping out old dungeons. And so, when Ophiuchus wanted an extensive map of the tunnel under the East Castle so as to plot his attack vectors, it was not hard to obtain one. Of course, even the best map cannot stay up to date for very long. So, what's this? What's holding things up? I thought this tunnel would be complete by now. Sir, the tunnel is not complete due to obstructions in the way. Then why haven't you cleared the obstructions? Well, we were trying to dig around the obstructions when we encountered a blockage. But you're engineers, you should be able to dig through any obstruction or blockage. We also tried to dig through the blockages, sir, but we encountered some difficulties. Never mind, I see I need to hold your hands like children. Get this cleared up at the double. I'll look for a way around. Yes, sir. Alright. We're... this guy, whose name I can't pronounce. But we're going to do this next time. So I will see you then for that. Okay, bye.